How's it going, guys? We have some crazy Pokemon Unite news to go over. Gardevoir has been officially announced and officially given a release date. This is very surprising considering I personally did not expect to see a new Pokemon added to the game for at least a month or two after the release. This does, however, now that I'm looking at it, seem like a very long time to be released, but nonetheless, I'm very excited, and I will absolutely be playing Gardevoir as soon as she comes out tomorrow, so make sure you expect gameplay on the channel. So, what does this mean for the rest of the characters? Can we see an expected release date for Blastoise? Who knows? Blastoise could be about a month out. Gardevoir and Blastoise both have kits that are already complete, as they were available to play in the original Pokemon Unite beta. So as of right now, we do not know what Gardevoir's final moves are going to be. However, I have some pre-release information from when Gardevoir was available during the beta. Gardevoir's passive ability, Synchronize. When an opponent inflicts decreased movement speed or a damage over time condition on the Pokemon, the same is inflicted on that opponent. This ability goes on cooldown after it's triggered. So this is huge, especially considering one of the most OP builds in the game currently is Sludge Bomb Hex Gengar. If the enemy Haunter or Gengar decides to Sludge Bomb Gardevoir, that puts the Sludge Bomb / Poison back onto that Gengar. So if your Gengar, if you have one, is able to just start hexing their Gengar without using Sludge Bomb, this could be huge. You wouldn't have to use your entire cooldowns, and you're basically getting more bang for your buck. Gardevoir's boosted basic attack. With every third attack, this becomes a boosted attack. It deals damage to opposing Pokemon in the area of effect and decreases their special defense for a short time. Special defense decrease is huge in this game. So it looks like at level 1, Gardevoir gets the choice between Confusion and Teleport. Confusion, attack straight in the designated direction. Sounds pretty straightforward. I do not know if there will be any differences between the abilities. However, the ability has a cooldown of 4.5 seconds. Teleport has the user warp to the designated area, increasing the damage dealt by one basic attack after warping. It has a cooldown of 11 seconds. So, Teleport sounds like a fantastic early game, and basically is just a glorified eject button. I say this because of the increased damage dealt and being able to warp to the designated area. We don't know if there is going to be an immediate teleport or if there will be a cast time on this ability. Like I mentioned, this is information that is not yet available to the live game, and it was previously done in the beta. So, all of these moves are very subject to change. Gardevoir gets the choice between Psyshock and Future Sight. Psyshock attacks 3 times in front of a user. It has a cooldown of 11 seconds, and when upgraded, increases the damage this move deals each time one of its attacks hits. Future Sight sets a delayed explosion. When the explosion hits an opposing Pokemon, it shortens this move's cooldown. It has a cooldown of 10 seconds. When upgraded, on hit, completely removes the cooldown. This sounds great, especially considering it's an explosion. It sounds like an AoE ability. If your team is on Zapdos and the enemy team is there as well, you can lay down Future Sight in the middle of Zapdos, in the middle of an enemy team cluster, and win that fight, depending on the amount of damage that this actually does. This sounds like a special damage kind of move, so if you would like to add something like special attack specs where you gain special attack every time you score a goal, maybe a pair of Wise Glasses and a Shell Bell to increase your health every time you deal special attack damage, this damage could be absolutely rampant. Psychic. After hitting an opponent, Pokemon, or traveling its maximum distance, creates a circle that deals damage to opposing Pokemon in the area of effect, decreasing their movement speed for a short time. Upgrade effect. Reduces cooldown. It has a cooldown of 7 seconds originally. Moonblast has the user attack while moving back to create distance. When this move's blast hits, it deals damage to opposing Pokemon in a cone and leaves the opposing Pokemon closest to the user unable to attack for a short time. Upgrade effect, it has a reduced cooldown. Regularly, the cooldown is 6 seconds. So it sounds to me, if you use Psychic on an opposing Gardevoir, then you will also take the decreased movement speed from that ability, and vice versa. Gardevoir's Unite move, Fairy Singularity, warps space in the designated area, drawing in opposing Pokemon. shoves, and deals damage to opposing Pokemon the instant the warped space disappears, similar to Gardevoir's burst attack in Pokken Tournament. So it sounds to me that Gardevoir does a lot of special damage. So it sounds to me that you want to make sure that when you use your held items, you are equipped fully out with special damage. So, as I mentioned earlier, try these items. Try a Shell Bell to increase your HP and regain HP every time you deal damage with a special attack. Try some Wise Glasses that greatly increase your special attack. And then maybe think about wearing a pair of special attack specs. If you do, however, decide to go with special attack specs, make sure that you're playing as aggressive as possible and scoring as much as possible. So if you have 1, 2, 3 EOS, make sure you're scoring that. It's almost instant if you have below 5. But if you have over 10, 15, make sure that the enemies aren't there and you've killed them and they cannot stop you from scoring. Going over the 5 EOS energy mark is a little harder to score, so if you have anything lower than that, make sure you're just constantly scoring to gain that extra special attack with those specs. So, for a battle item, right now, I don't know. I would go ahead and suggest an eject button. You're always safe with an eject button. But the actual game itself has changed my look on the battle items, so I don't know what to go with. I would recommend, like I said, an eject button or maybe an X attack. The X attack for that greatly increased attack and special attack. So considering Gardevoir lowers the special defense, the special attack that you can do would be absolutely nuts. So, that's it for Gardevoir. Gardevoir releases tomorrow, and I'm so very excited to play. If you guys do want to see some Gardevoir gameplay, make sure you stop by my twitch.tv/EnderPandaPlayz, where I will be live streaming from 2 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I do this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and sometimes on Saturdays, so I would love to have you there. Come by, come hang out, come play some games with us, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.